Asta's Devil Union form was fully revealed in chapter 282, and it looks sick. But here is the weird thing. It actually implies that he might have multiple Devil Union forms, as in this chapter he only wielded the Demon Slayer sword, and in chapter 273 we got a tease of the Devil Union form. He actually had a different arm. The shoulder guard was the same, but the arm looked like he had a gauntlet on it. Whereas in this 282 chapter, there is no gauntlet. It looks very different from 282 to 273. Now this might be because Asta, in the 273 teaser of the Devil Union, he used the Demon Slasher sword, which is Yami's katana in that Devil Union, which further implies that we'll be getting even more forms for Asta in the near future, a different variation for each sword. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for all the support lately, and welcome back to another theory video. Now, you guys have been killing it with the like goals, the subs, all of that. The support has been absolutely amazing. We're getting closer and closer to 50,000 subscribers. I can't believe it that I'm going to get another channel past 50,000 subscribers. I never thought that would happen. So thank you guys so much for all the support. It really does mean a lot. It's absolutely amazing. So again, sub goals to get 100,000 by the end of the year. We are more than on pace to do that. So thank you guys so much for all the support. One thing I do want to say is that my book that I've been working on has kind of been delayed. I've had a couple health issues, which no big deals, but it has just delayed it, so it's probably going to be a little bit longer, but I will get it done in the near future. But that being said, guys, let's just get into this theory. Now, if Asta does have a new form or 3 new forms, how strong will these forms be? Well, not as strong as you smashing the like and subscribe button, so please subscribe, like. Let's shoot for 1,500 likes on this video. Now, as stated in the intro of the video, Asta likely has a different Devil Union form based on the sword that he is wielding, as the arms of the Demon Slayer Union looks quite different from the arms of the Demon Slasher Union. If you just look, the Slayer Union's form is a sleek design, whereas the armor is present on the Slasher Union. I actually think that Asta could possibly have a samurai type design whilst using the Slasher Union, as it is a katana, and the samurai used the katana. I think that would be a great design that would pay homage to Yami, and I would love for Yami to see Asta in that state. I think he would have quite the hilarious reaction. As for a possible Demon Dweller Union, I don't know exactly what it would look like, but I think it could be just where Asta just starts to take on the abilities and properties of the sword. Instead of him just using the Demon Dweller to absorb mana, maybe he actually starts passively absorbing and stealing people's mana at an incredible rate, even higher than the Demon Dweller, and it's just his form doing it. Finally, there's the Demon Annihilator. It could possibly be something like Asta's Anti-Magic Zone, where his form is just an area of effect that severs the cause and effect of magic relationships and just destroys all magic and mana in the area. This leads to another thing that I need to discuss. What if he wields 2 swords at once? There's something that he should be able to do, because he has done this commonly. He's been able to dual wield the swords for a long time now. Now, I think Asta will become far stronger from here on out, especially if he wields all 4 swords at once. So I wouldn't be surprised if multiple different forms are combined when he wields the different swords, or it's like a variation, maybe almost like a further fusion. And this is something that he should be able to theoretically do. And what I mean is he should theoretically be able to wield all 4 swords at once. I'm not talking about putting one sword in his mouth like Zoro. No, I'm talking about him wielding all 4 swords by having one in each hand, and then he should be able to levitate the other 2. Now, because this is Devil Union, the combination of himself with Liebe, meaning he should have the true anti-magic power, and he should have the abilities that Liebe has. Liebe has the ability to levitate all the swords at once pretty easily, so while Asta is wielding 2 of the swords in his hand, he could possibly be levitating the other 2 swords to achieve his full power within the Devil Union, and now use all 4 swords at once. Now this is exciting because it somewhat parallels Yuno. Yuno uses Zephyr and then Boreas, and has seemingly different forms of the Spirit Dive with it. And there's a lot of evidence and foreshadowing that he could have 2 more forms or weapons, as the first 2 swords are named after the 2 of the 4 Greek wind gods in Zephyrus and Boreas, and thus he should get 2 more, especially since he only has 2 wings now compared to Bel's 4. So he should get 4 wings at some point, so expect more for both of our shonen badasses. Now, Yuno having multiple forms and multiple weapons, that's a huge parallel to Asta, and if he does get 4 wings, which I do think he will, I truly think that Asta will also get 4 wings at one point. It makes sense. I mean, Lucifero has 4 horns and 4 wings. Asta has 4 horns and a semi-crown looking thing, and only 2 wings so far, but I think he will get 4 wings because Yuno will also have 4 wings. I think it could be possible if/when it is revealed that Asta is a devil hybrid. Now, of course, I've made videos about this in the past. There's mounting evidence to the point where I think I'm a bit more than 50-50 sure that Asta is a devil hybrid. Please check out those videos, link below if you're interested, but if Asta is a devil hybrid, it could be that he gets his 4 wings later on, so the additional 2. One of the things that these anti-magic orbs are making me think about is the ancient demon's wings and the other world portals. It seems that these wings are portals from the underworld, and it instills the demon with power. It looks almost similar to the power that Zagreb used to summon magic from the other world. I think that this is just Asta getting close to leveling up again, and these will morph possibly into the wings similar to the ancient demon. He could possibly unlock his extra set of wings, providing him with 4, and thus allowing him to match Yuno so they can maintain their duality. Another topic I actually want to bring up is that Asta might be progressing the devil state of Liebe. Liebe's wings are more full than the Devil Union, as well as being longer. The talons on the wings are longer and sharper. Also, not only is Devil Union Asta's tail longer than Liebe's tail, but has an additional form to it at the top, and has the triangular or rectangular bunches from the connection point to his lower back on the tail. Even crazier is that Asta has multiple devil markings on his face. Yes, he normally got these markings here in his old black form, but now he has these ones. This is interesting because this might further imply that there are 2 devils involved here. The anti-magic devil in Liebe, and the magicless devil hybrid in Asta. Now, the Dark Triad, even when using 100% of their devil's power, and Noct when using Devil Union, they don't further expand upon the traits of their devils. They only just use those traits, and they are generally lesser. Yet, when Asta goes in Devil Union with Liebe, he actually enhances the devil form. Like I said, the wings, longer, fuller, the talon on it longer, sharper, extra horns, a longer tail with more features. Why would a fusion between a human and a devil enhance the features of a devil? If it's a human and a devil fusing, it should make the devil more human. It would make more sense if Asta is actually a devil hybrid, and his devil blood and features is pairing with Liebe without them even knowing it and enhancing the devil properties. Again, watch this video. It covers almost all the pieces of evidence for why Asta is possibly a hybrid. Watch my other theory videos. I mean, Zagreb says that 5-leaf Clover Grimoires are meant for devils, so he's surprised that Asta is able to wield the 5-leaf Clover Grimoire and that it chose him, because remember, it's meant for devils, so he was wondering how Asta is able to use it. I wonder if that is just some foreshadowing, but these extra devil marks add to it. Now, people will say that it is the Triad themselves that have given the devils 4 horns, but Lucifero already had 4 horns, and Vonica and Xenon's are tiny horns, so it could be that Magicula and Xenon, their devils, are actually 4-horned as well. They are just likewise so small that we couldn't tell that they had them, as we have only seen Magicula and Xenon's devil and these dark silhouette-like images, so we don't know exactly if their horns are there. We'll have to wait and see. But if Dante has 4 horns like Lucifero does, then I think that just means that the other devils, Xenon's devil and Magicula, also have 4 horns. It's just that they're smaller than Lucifero's, so we couldn't tell. I could be wrong, and maybe it is just the strong bond and Asta's strong body that is making Liebe stronger and making his devil properties more. I mean, heck, it is technically fusion, but it should make him stronger either way. But it is the fact that with Asta, Liebe's devil features are more pronounced when this doesn't happen with Noct, who is seemingly a devil contract expert and an expert with devil mana and magics, and yet he doesn't enhance their features. So overall, I think this chapter has added more evidence to the Asta being a devil or demon hybrid theory, and I also think that this is just going to show that Asta, this is not his full power. He's going to get way stronger. And even if the sword thing doesn't end up being true, and maybe this is just an error, like maybe the swords don't even matter when it comes to the Devil Union, I still think that this will not be Asta's full power, and he will further expand upon the Devil Union at some point. And if we add that and pair it with Yuno, the parallel and duality they share, if Yuno gets 4 wings, I totally see Asta getting 4 wings. As remember, they both had 1 wing in the original transformations. Then Yuno gets a 2-wing transformation. Then Asta gets a 2-wing transformation. And then it's like a half crown. We get half horns. Then it's full crown. We get full horns. They are parallels to each other. So I think that because Belle has 4 wings, that means Yuno will eventually have 4 wings, which that means that Asta should, in theory, also eventually have 4 wings. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on this theory is down below. Again, I could be wrong about the devil hybrid stuff for Asta, but I think there is so much evidence going for it that now I'm a bit more convinced. I was kind of 50-50 on it despite all the evidence, because it might change the narrative for Asta just not being a devil, but there's so much, and it actually would enhance his story, especially if his father is a low-ranked devil, and that would actually enhance his story, like I said, because if Asta can become the Wizard King while being a devil hybrid, it makes that being even more important instead of just being a commoner, because what's being worse than a peasant? Being a devil hybrid peasant. That would be even worse. So, in ways it can sharpen the narrative, but I do understand that people don't really like it. They want to just be a normal human, but I think it can be done great and can enhance the story if it is done well. But please leave a like if you did enjoy. 1,500 likes would be very much appreciated. Let's get this channel to 50,000 subscribers, which would be halfway towards the goal. Turn on notifications if you're not. And also, hope you guys just all have an amazing day. If you guys want to check out my store, I'm selling merch. I'm making more merch designs in the near future, but right now I have my logo and then some Faith, Hope, and Love Clover sweatshirts and shirts. So I would like to turn this YouTube channel instead of a hobby and a side hustle into a full-time job, because I do have a day job. But if you guys do start buying merch, that would really help that out. But again, only buy if you have extra money left over. I understand it is a pandemic, but just only buy if you have money left over. That would help support the channel. That being said, hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...